Welcome back to our podcast dedicated to international press review. Taiwan's Civil Aviation Administration has announced a significant increase in fuel surcharges for both short and long-haul international routes starting next week. The decision comes in response to a surge in fuel prices, particularly jet fuel, following the outbreak of hostilities in the Middle East. The news was reported by the Taipei Times on April 2nd. China has taken a significant step toward building a space hospital by sending 5 advanced medical devices into orbit aboard an experimental spacecraft. These instruments will be tested over 3 years with the aim of improving astronaut healthcare and advising space medicine research, as reported by China Daily on April 2nd. Changes are underway at the top of Vientiane Investment Promotion and Management Office. Tanong Singh Sangapfong will lead the agency, which has long played a strategic role in Laos' economy. His predecessor has been appointed to the capital's People's Council. This news was reported on April 1st by kpl.gov.la. The Italian Embassy in Malaysia celebrated the 10th edition of Italian Design Day 2026, an event showcases the innovation and elegance of Italian design. The initiative also served to strengthen trade relations between the two countries, with participation from major Italian brands including Bialetti, Illy, Smeg and Dainese. The news was reported on April 1st by Bernama.com. Brunei's Ministry of Education has outlined guidelines for the country's participation in regional initiatives related to education and training. The event, to be held in Thailand, will bring together students, teachers and principals from major Asian countries, including China, Japan and South Korea. The news was reported on March 31st by pelitabrunei.gov.bn. The president of Pakistan's Business Forum welcomed the agreement between the country and the International Monetary Fund. He also urged the government to develop a new economic policy strategy to mitigate the effect of the war involving the United States, Israel and Iran. The news was reported on March 31st by yang.com.pk. The Hasanoa vase, combining Japanese lifestyle with sustainable materials such as hemp, has made its debut in Italy. The product was presented at the Tipicità Festival 2026, which annually brings together producers and artisans from around the world in the Marche region. The news was reported on March 30th by joec.jp. In Singapore, companies in the agri-food supply chain are facing critical conditions due to rising energy costs linked to the Middle East conflict. Businesses, which are revising their plans, have stated that they are ready to implement necessary countermeasures to ensure supply continuity. The news was reported on March 30th by the Business Times. In North Korea, a meeting was held to assess the initial results of a new land management and reforestation campaign. The summit highlighted significant progress as well as areas requiring further improvement during their review phase. The news was reported on March 29th by pyongyangtimes.com.kp. Taiwan's government has outlined 13 key sectors for economic growth in 2026, including semiconductors, artificial intelligence and strategic infrastructure. The main goals are to reduce dependence on imports and increase human capital. The news was reported on March 29th by the Taipei Times. Vietnam's ambassador to Italy has presented her credentials to the President of the Italian Republic, Sergio Mattarella. This important diplomatic step strengthens ties between Vietnam and Italy, highlighting their mutual commitment to bilateral relations. The news was reported on March 28th by Vietnam.vion. Starting April 1st, the Thai government will provide target subsidies to companies in the transport sector aimed at reducing fuel costs. The measures, which will remain in force until August 31st, will support businesses involved in both freight and passenger transport. The news was reported on March 28th by Bangkok Post. And that's all for now. Thanks for your attention and stay tuned.